Hi folks, Doyle Dykes here with my story, my song, and that was my song. It's called Cowboy Emmitt, and I wrote that for well, it would have been our fourth grandchild and our third grandson, and so we have Drew, and then Lenny, and then Layla, and then Emmett, and then Emmy Lou, and those are our five. And Emmett was born in Nashville, Tennessee. I'll never forget the first place his mother ever took him outside of, just going to the doctor was the Grand Ole Opry. And I was playing on the Grand Ole Opry, and I had her walk out. I said, "It's good to be here tonight. Good to have my grandson. And this is his first time to be anywhere." And so she brought him out. I said, "Bring him out, Haley." I said, "This is Cowboy Emmitt." And that's what I called him. And she came out and she held him up like Simba, and she did this. And it was a packed Opry house. It was amazing. And they just went, "Yay, yay." And I'll never forget that. So that was a very, very special moment for us. And, he's always loved sports, basketball, and all that kind of stuff. And but he just started getting interested in the guitar. And so Rita and my wife and I got him a guitar. I had a little a prototype Godin, and we just gave this to him, and we're just so proud of our grandkids, that, and but that's him, and that's at their home. They're in Abilene, Texas. So Cowboy Emmitt, there you go, and he's playing it every single day. I recorded that song on an album years ago called "Life Behind the Guitar," and this is one of my mother's favorites, especially because she said it's all about you and your music, and it's a story. It's really a story. And there's a guitar pour. This is where I recorded guitar pour on this record, guitar pour, and so it was a lot of fun. And the Booth Brothers are on that as well. But Cowboy Emmitt is on this record, and he was just a little guy when I recorded this, and I said, "What's your name?" "Emmitt," and he said, "First take, Mom, first take." And I'll never forget that, but it was on this record, Cowboy Emmitt, and what a blessing that was. I like to write songs for our family. I've written songs for my wife, and then all our kids, now our grandkids and all. So music is a big part of our life. And so that's my story and my song for Cowboy Emmitt. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks.